Good morning. Good morning. If it's anybody out there. Good morning, y'all. I hope y'all are doing good this morning. I wanted to chat with you all about some things. So y'all know how I am. If you in the bushes, you might as well say hi. We family. Hey, my boo. I saw you over there at the premiere. Thank you for supporting. When y'all, whenever y'all go to those premiere videos, please like them. Um, I'm trying to get my watch hours up. So I'm taking some of my videos that I had downloaded from my old channel and I'm just uploading them to my new channel. So you was confused, Key. Hey Tracy, how are you doing? Grand Rising, sis. Grand Rising. Yeah, it's just me. That's why I was going off on Phantom in that video. And I'm like, poor Phantom. But this was last year before, I met him. But it still holds true as far as I'm concerned, with the topic. You know what I mean? Because y'all know how I feel. I don't make any backpedaling uh on how I feel when it comes to racism. I'm not a scaredy cat. I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I'm gonna say how I feel. It's not for everybody, and I understand that. I don't consider myself, you know, um, how can I put this? I don't hate uh, people from Caucasia. As a matter of fact, I love quite a few of them. If y'all could be in my real life, a lot of my granddaughters are from white women. So it's not that I hate them, it's that I feel like sometimes we are not paying attention to how we are allowing them to manipulate our situation. And last year with the whole Phantom thing, that's kind of how I felt when they were boycotting him. I'm like, he's probably a great guy, but why are you over there? Good morning, after show. How are you, Danny? I'm like, why are you over there with this white woman, allowing her to bring all of this chaos and commotion to our sector? And now that I was watching that video this morning, I thought, you know what? Nothing's changed. I mean, seriously, like, Phantom might be a little bit more tuned down than he was. I haven't seen a white girl up there, but I'm sure there are white girls around Phantom. I left the video though because I think it holds true to Ben, even today. I think anytime we're talking about race and we're talking about our ability to appreciate ourselves, over them, I think it's a discussion that can be had because, we are not programmed, right, to ever speak our mind in situations where they can be, upset or offended. Or, we grew up at a time where our parents taught us to be respectful, but at the same time, speak your mind. And so I speak my mind quite often when it comes to race. I can't find it in me to feel sorry for anybody who manipulates and takes and monopolizes off of other race. And that's just me. I think that, a lot of times we enjoy commentary and we enjoy conversations, and that could be on anybody's channel because there are so many great content creators. But I think we have to start being mindful of what we are supporting when we are at these channels where these white people are getting up on the platforms and they are mocking us or laughing at us or pretending to be us or having a good time in spite of us. We are too many people, too strong of people, hey Lynn, to allow that to go on. And I think when we start to encourage one another to step up and defend yourselves, or you start, encourage one another to speak your mind. I tell my kids all the time, speaking your mind and being disrespectful are two entirely different things. You can speak your mind and completely be respectful in a situation, and it's going to get you a lot further than popping off or freaking out. Good morning, Lynn. I was just talking about, my video that I just did the premiere on about racism, and I was explaining that I take issue, with Caucasian people who try to monopolize our spaces or push themselves into our situations. Um, but I appreciate my subscribers who have not done any of that to me. However, I think that we have to be able to have some hard conversations. Good morning, Lisa. We have to be able to have some hard conversations when it comes to race and where we are in this country right now. I think that it's so easy for these news things to come out, like Nolan Wells. It comes out and we're shocked and we're nervous and we're anxious and we want to know more. And as time goes on, the story kind of starts to fade to the background, and so does our thought process as for standing up for ourselves. We have got to start standing up. Good morning, Auntie Mickey. We have got to start standing up for ourselves, and not allowing people to come into your space. I don't care what that space is, y'all. I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm talking about any space. Nobody should be allowed in your space that makes you uncomfortable, that makes you feel like you have to backpedal on what you say, that makes you feel like you're not a supportive group of your own community. For me, I have issue with when I see these girls and they are in the chat and they're like, yeah, to hell with Danny or to hell with Melanie. And I'm just like, really? We're allowing that? Like, it's one thing when we do it to each other, right? It's not right. And it really is something we need to be working on and dissecting. But when they see us not getting along and they are in the chats, it becomes a situation where they can't contain themselves and I have to say something. And so they start to talk about the girls on the panel or talk about us. Good morning, baby. And we start to understand that, whoa, wait a minute. That this has become a situation. Good morning, Narshia. This has become a situation where we have allowed racists to attack our sisters and brothers. And so for me, it's just being mindful of what it is the people around us are saying with regard to our race. I'm never a fan of chats where, Black women are attacking each other and then the white girls are in the chat and they like, yeah, because she ain't, she's this and she's lazy and she's a terrible mom. And for me, I'm just like, whoa, slow your roll. We can't, that's not the kind of thing we need to be allowing in our space. Because look, if they feel comfortable in the chat, supporting the ignorance of cussing each other out and disrespecting each other, trust and believe in their real lives, they have little respect for us. And so this morning, I was really just, when I was premiering that video, I was like, you know what? Should I let this video go or not? But the video is still so true even today. Even today, the video is true. I do not support, nor will I ever support, allowing them to come into our, and I'm talking about Caucasian people right now, allowing them to come into our spaces with the idea that they are welcome to disrespect or to double down on what we're saying about one another. I think that it's more important for us to try and diffuse some of the issues we have over here with ourselves. We have got to start putting up gates and fences and boundaries. And the best way to do that is slow down on fighting one another. We open up the gate in the book of destruction, right? When we disrespect one another and fight one another, other people feel like they can do it too. I find myself, and I always will, stand on my sons about, stay with your brother, defend your brother, don't let anybody get at your brother, because they only have one another. If you know what I mean, like the core, they need to know that they have one another's backs, and no matter how many of them it is, other people recognize that they are a brotherhood, and you cannot touch one without touching the other. My boys are respected and they are talented, and all of them don't do the same thing. Like some of them are interested in music, some are interested in video games, some are interested in anime, some are interested in women, and only, you know what I mean? Like they have different interests. But my concern is always take care of your brother. If you're at a nightclub, right, and you and your brother get to disrespecting one another, it's only a amount of time before somebody else in that nightclub is going to feel comfortable interjecting. I don't support that kind of behavior. I think we have to make it known, okay, that this is a fight, and you can do this respectfully, y'all. I'm not saying jump down nobody's throat. I'm saying we have to make it known that, hey, y'all are welcome over here, but please do not find yourself stepping into a space. You are these well, the other video was a Premier Melanated. You'll remember it from last year because I'm talking to you in the video. So just whenever you can get here, babe, it's fine with me. I have beautiful mods. But yeah, so I just want to kind of expound on the Premier video, because I know people are gonna be like, wow, Val's going in on Phantom. She going in on the Caucasian people. The Phantom thing, I didn't know Phantom at the time. But I knew that there was a situation with him and Jelly that was causing discord course over here. And so my defense was to defend the people over here and to let him and Mayonnaise know that they could not step into this space as long as she was running the show. And so I since then have gotten to know Phantom. I think Phantom is a nice guy, but I think Phantom still, allows things on his platform that we probably should not partake in. If Phantom has a live and it's 80 of us in the live, but it's 2 Caucasian people up there and we don't know what they're talking about, I don't feel comfortable with us not being able to say, you know what, let's go support another content creator. So-and-so is going live over here. That is not trying to take I'm not trying to take away his views. I'm trying to make it known that we support us, if that makes sense. We support one another. I think the other night, something like that happened over the Phantoms, and somebody came in and said, what's my girl's name? Y'all know me and these names. What is the baby's name that got she has what is girl? I'm blank this morning. The girl who has Income as picture as her she has Income as picture as her profile pic. Her name, what is her name? Manifest. I'm sorry, Manifest. It's early and names get boggled up at once. But the other night, somebody came into Phantoms and they said, hey, Manifest is live. And a lot of us went over to support Manifest. And I really believe that, what are you looking at? I really believe that we have, as we have these conversations about building our sector and creating safe spaces and fun atmosphere and all of those things, I want us to concentrate on, Auntie Mickey, it's the hardest thing for me. I want us to concentrate on how do we create a safe space, not just for people who have been through certain traumas or certain situations, but a safe space for Black people. Because if this is the Black tea sector, we want to welcome everybody, right? To be able to get into the chat and, have a good time, have conversation, laugh, and kiki. But we should not support, okay, when I'm being attacked or Texas Baddie is being attacked by somebody, and then the Caucasian people in the chat are like, yeah, she's not nothing, and her house is filthy, and da-da-da. We should not be allowing that. We cannot. Because there you have a situation where you have opened a box where they not only feel comfortable disrespecting and stomping all over us in our space, but they recognize that we don't protect one another. And for me, I want it to be known that we protect one another. Because if you do not, it's just a matter of time, y'all, before Phantom, Ben, Lala, Nunu, all of the people around the sector, right, are going to recognize, oh, they fight so much. It's easy to get in there and bring along whoever we want. And if you've got white women that are watching your chat or your co-host or whatever it may be, when that's your choice for your channel. So don't mistake me. Anybody can have whoever they want on their channel. But for me, when I support a content creator and the white girls are up there and they're laughing and they talking about absolutely nothing that involves us, I'm thinking to myself, why are we sitting out here supporting them when there's probably one of us going live, one of us with a video, you know? So I just, like I said, when I put the premiere up, I know people is going to be like, what did Phantom do? It's a year old, but it still holds true for the fact that we need to support each other's content. We need to support each other's spaces. I know there is a whole bunch going on. People are leaving the sector. People are being canceled from the sector. Whatever people choose to do on their channels, as long as we stay the course and we recognize that we are dealing right in truth and moving forward, like Kai and Manifest have been doing and talking about, like me and Danny Lynn have been talking about, like Melanated always talks about, Auntie Mickey, Danny. These are conversations that we want to have, right? Because listen, how many places can we go and it's our place? I mean, like, how many places can we go and we get to have fun and express ourselves? And even if we are roasting and gagging, we don't have to worry about another ethnicity feeling like they get to roast and gag. And I remember a couple of years ago, there were a couple of Caucasian people who were black facing or black fishing. I can't remember how you say it. And they were using black women as their thumbnail, right? Not their thumbnail, but their profile pic. So you have black women as a profile pic. And I'm in the chat and I'm like, oh, hey, Tiff, how are you? I'm assuming Tiff is a black woman. And she's talking to me like we're cool. Avatar. Thank you, Auntie Mickey. She's talking to me like we're cool, right? Yes, they have been great. But I don't know that she is actually a white man, right? And so because she got this black woman as her avatar, I'm talking to her, melanated, all of us are having conversation with her under the idea that she's one of us. But then you see her in other places, right? And it's the same talk, the same everything. And you're wondering to yourself, why is Tiff over here? Tiff is over there because Tiff's a white man. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So I don't know how many of us put on white face and go over to white sectors and pretend to be white. I know I don't do that, but I would love to see us moving forward as we are trying to clean our sector up and we are trying to do new things. I would love for us to show them that we can protect our people and we can keep boundaries in our sector where we get to decide what is and is not allowed. And the other day, somebody made a comment and said, well, that's racist and that's being prejudiced. No, it's not. It's not. It's not being prejudiced. It sounds, I mean, to me, it seems like we're just cleaning up and making sure that the people who come over here, right, are of good character and they're not trying to fool with us in a negative way. I have made that mistake a few times thinking I was talking to a black person. Right, Texas baddie. And the thing about that is we never think that people would do that. Yes, Auntie Mickey, they play in your face that you will think, let me tell y'all, you will think that Melissa 37, who are these people y'all speaking to that I can't see? If you have me blocked, please get out my chat because I don't see a Melissa 37. Melissa, you're not in, I don't have you showing up. So I don't know if you have me blocked. I don't think I've ever blocked you. That's why I take every interaction as a grain of salt. And so I'm directly not exactly. Yeah. Melissa, I don't know if you have me blocked. I don't think I've blocked you, sweetie, but it's difficult for you to be in my chat and I can't see you. Right. So maybe check it out and see if you've blocked me. Okay. But yeah, exactly. So good morning, baby. Good to see y'all. So I think the concern for she's not here, Lynn. Why are they speaking to people? They said Kai was here. Y'all don't see her either. Okay, then she's not here. Okay, so I just wanted to have a conversation this morning. And I can drop the link if y'all want me to, but I just want to have a quick conversation about how we feel about these interactions that are bleeding into our sector and bringing, great different kinds of people. I have no problem with that into the sector, but how do we protect ourselves and not allow ourselves to be disrespected, talked about, ran over, knocked down, all of this? And then we find out that it's not even a black person, or this white person is taking their aggression out on us, right? Because we've allowed them into our sector. And it's not to be disrespectful or or racist. And we've got to learn that black people and being racist don't go together. Okay, I need for us to stop saying to our counterparts or to our brothers and sisters, "Oh, that's racist." No, it's not. It's not racist. It's not racist for us to want to have our own space where we can have, a good time and experience one another. Why would that be racist? Why would that be racist? They're welcome to come. Nobody's saying, "Oh, don't let them in here." I'm saying everybody's welcome to come in here, but we have to be careful what we allow them to do in the space that we're welcoming them into. I cannot, in good conscience, say that I want 24 out of 50 people in my chat to be Caucasian and they are enjoying me in Texas eating each other alive or reading each other. Right? For me, that just does not work. I would rather withdraw the beef just to not give them something to watch. Melissa 37 was pointed out in Phantom's chat for pretending to be, I thought she was black. Oh, yeah, I've heard that too about her. I think last year she was called out about that. And she said she was just joking. Looking out for your own people is not racist. Do y'all remember when we were growing up and they had like the Boys and Girls Club in our neighborhoods, and we would go to the Boys and Girls Club, and for the most part we really didn't see Caucasian people. It might be a coach there or it might be a coordinator there, but it was mostly us, right? So we really enjoyed that atmosphere because some of us went to school with different ethnicities, but this Boys and Girls Club situation, or even the YMCA in your neighborhood, gave you an opportunity to play with kids that look like you, to enjoy situations, and the parents got to get to know each other, and there was just an atmosphere that made us comfortable being there, and it made our parents comfortable because they knew allowing us to be in these spaces were, for the most part, safe spaces. They didn't have to worry about anybody, coming by hurting us because of our color, or throwing anything at us when we walked home from school, or whatever the case may be. Racism has not changed its dynamic. Let me say that. Racism is still very much racist. There's nothing under the sun that's new. Okay, God has seen it all. So racism is very much racist. Let me read this to y'all right quick. It says, racism is the belief, prejudice, or discrimination that people can be divided into distinct races and that some groups are inherently superior or inferior to others. It also involves the institutional power used to oppress or restrict the rights of racial groups. So let me explain something. Why? Good morning, my baby. How are you? Why are Black people incapable of being racist? Let me explain it to you. Racism is the belief, the prejudice, or discrimination that people can be divided into distinct races and that some groups are inherently superior or unfit. That's not us. That's not us. We didn't choose this. We didn't divide ourselves. This is what it was. This is how it is. So when Caucasian people say you're being racist, explain to them that's not possible. It's not possible because I don't have power that was allotted to me to make all sorts of all sorts of changes and create all sorts of beliefs, right, and practices in me. by doing slave labor or by, just being told that you're inferior for X amount of years. So if this has been the case, it involves the institutional power to oppress or restrict. Who are we oppressing or restricting? Who are we oppressing or restricting when I say protect the Black sector and keep it in a situation, and keep it a open space, but an open space that we are able to check armbands. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I feel like we should be able to, hey, can I see your armband? Can I see your wristband? Can I check out who you with? Who are you coming here to see? Like, I need to know. Because if you're just coming in and you don't know anybody and you're just first time over here, welcome. Because we don't know how you're going to act and we can't pretend to know how you're going to act. And you might just sit in the chat and enjoy a good live. But if you have shown us that you are racist and we have heard you call us Black bitchs, and we have sat and watched you perform after performance with other Black creators in an attempt to make us look like we are not Black women queens, right? Because when they get up on these platforms, the whole idea of a platform, if you think about it, and y'all in the chat is I sit high, right? I don't look at mine like that. That's why I'm glad my chat rolls to the side now. I feel like the ability for them to jump into the chat and put on a name and a face, right? Or attack us. Let me tell y'all something. Stormy C's. People have been coming and telling me, oh, Val, since you've been back, Stormy C's has been dragging you. She has you in her chat. On her channel. She's talking about you. She said, I would never know if people didn't tell me. I don't go to Stormy's channel. I'm not going to her channel. Stormy has no content that interests me. She's not my type of person. We would not ever be around one another in my real life. Now, why would I say that? Because I have Caucasian people in my family that I live a real life with, and they are like me. Stormy and I have nothing alike. So that day when I went off on her, which I really didn't go off on her, I really kind of just read her in her own voice at Phantoms. I told y'all, I said, God told me, leave Stormy alone. Leave her alone. Keep your eyes open. So for me, Stormy is somebody that needs to be watched and corrected. She says things that are against what we believe and how we feel about each other, right? And so that should not be allowed. Stormy's not allowed over here, ever. Because when she was the last time, she wanted to talk crazy to me, and I had to send her away in a very bad way. I am one content creator that is going to stand firm, and there are others, but people will tell you from day one, I stand firm on protecting Black people. I stand firm on protecting our spaces. I stand firm on us trying to rebuild and renew relationships so that we can network together, so that we can provide great content, so that we can move and flow in a way that makes it look like we are in sync. We have got to get on the same page, you all. Time is winding up. If you are not paying attention to what is happening in this world, the amount of young Black people that are coming up missing for no reason whatsoever, the young Black people that are being abused and mistreated in foster homes, under adoption care, we are under attack. And this is nothing new for us, right? We as Black people know how to fight, but we have to make sure that our allies are really allies, and they're not dressed up like us, trying to pretend to be us in an attempt to cause discord between us. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. A couple of years ago, Trees had a live, and she had a whole lot of people from a different sector. They were Caucasian people. And I made a live and I said some things about, us inviting them over into our sector and being careful about what they say. And me and Trees went at it. Not too long after that, there was a Caucasian lady that visited my chat, Trees chat, Danny's chat. She was everywhere. She was a nice lady. But she had gone to Hear Her. And Hear Her was another content creator. And she told Hear Her, you need to do blah, 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 and da, da, da. And so here her went live and she's going off and she's talking about what this white lady said under the rule of Danny and Trees, pretending like she was being, what's the word? A representative of our community. So when I heard it, I went to hear her and I said, hear her, I apologize that happened. I said, I'm going to go and I'm going to speak directly to her. I tried to call her on Instagram. I couldn't get her. I sent her a DM and I told her, I said, you need to apologize to hear her. You were out of line. You should not be in this fight. You should not be in this discussion. This is between two Black content creators, not you. She immediately went to Trees and said that I was bullying her, that I was attacking her. She gets up on the live and she's crying. This is what I call white women tears, because this is what happens. They come into a situation. They have a, oh, we need them complex, okay? They come into a situation. You have all these beautiful, strong Black women, and they're talking about strong Black subjects, and you want to be seen in the midst. So you've got 3 or 4 mixed children. And of course, we're welcoming. Come on in. Yeah, you can probably help out with some of the topics, some of the discussion. The door is open. But when she saw an opportunity to get in the middle of 2 Black women, she jumped at that opportunity, and it made me angry. Sit down, white woman, and shut your white mouth. You have nothing to do with this, because what you ended up doing, what ended up happening was a fight, not just between her and Trees, but me and Trees, because Trees was pissed off that I told the lady to apologize. She should have apologized. She was a white woman in the midst of Black content creator beef. Stand down. Stand down. Nobody needs your savior complex. They have a complex that we need them to sweep in and save us from ourselves. And for me, and I'm going to tell y'all, people ask me all the time, I've always been like this, because this is the thing. When I started having children, I realized nobody's going to protect my Black sons. Nobody's going to protect my Black sons out here in the world. I have to give them everything they need, and then they're on their way, right? So they started, and I knew this would be a thing because we're in the suburbs, everything. They date Caucasian women, Asian women, whatever women they want. But I have to remind them to stay the course and remember who you are. Don't ever let anybody push you past where you're supposed to be, because you are a Black king, period. I don't care who you date. I don't care who you marry to. And you have to make it known that you will not tolerate any racist conversation, any calling me the N-word, any laughing at things that are inappropriate for you to laugh at, not partaking in conversations where it's 2 Black people and you're interjecting. You should be quiet and shut up. Sit down and listen. Sit down and listen, because you might just learn something today. So I know, y'all, and I know this, right, Lynn, I was just about to say that. So I know that a lot of times content creators might allow, certain people to give them cash apps or whatever to do certain things or whatever the case may be. I am talking about these people who have no good intent. We argue and fight amongst each other regarding intention and character and integrity. Why in the hell? I'm not going to open my front door while I'm in a full-blown argument with my husband and my sisters and say, hey, neighbors, come in and join in. Let me know what you think. It's never going to happen. So why am I over here with you all having a conversation with Auntie Mickey, and it's getting a little heated? We love each other, but we just talking. And here comes, let's say, Lynn, and she's like, well, you know what? The 2 of you really should. No, Lynn can't tell us what we should do. So the door should never be open or allowed for that kind of stuff. And that was my issue with Phantom last year. I felt like Phantom had a whole lot of people in his chat. From what I heard, I hadn't been there yet. So in his chat, right, Auntie Mickey, hey, Ruth, in his chat and on his panels. There were people from Caucasia everywhere to be found. And so for me, do you? I love people, all people. But you're not going to come over here and you're not going to take this space and use it for yourself. Good morning, Lisa. You're not going to use this space for yourself, your alternative, your beliefs, your intent. Get up on my panel. Now, how does it look? I say, let's say Lisa was Caucasian. I say, oh, Lisa, you coming in? Watch my chat while I run to the bathroom. And Lisa gets up here and she starts talking about how she believes in Donald Trump and how Black people really don't deserve reparations and blah, blah, blah. All of this while I'm going to the bathroom. But I've allowed white Lisa to interject herself into my space. So when I come back, I got to say, whoa, Lisa, my chat don't do that. You can't do that over here. But I've already allowed that to poison my space. And so now my people in my chat are feeling turned off by me because they're trying to figure out, why would you let her up there, right? This is our space. You always saying this is a safe space. Why is she up there talking about Donald Trump and what we don't deserve? And so for me, that is a no-go. For me, the best thing and the best alternative for people who are not Black, if I had to write a list, number one would be, do not interject in Black people's stuff. Do not speak unless they speak to you. And do not ask any questions beyond the information that is given in the live. And I'm doing that for your safety because trust me, if you go back into a DM, somebody's going to catch you and a content creator is going to have your DMs everywhere where you done slipped up and called Black women out their name or a Black man out there. It's too much drama. Take care of yourself. Allow yourself. Sammy said Black people don't need, but see, this is what I'm saying though. So we understand now as we start to clean up and move forward, right? We understand now that there are things and there are people that are not aligned with what the new plan is in this sector. It doesn't take a whole bunch of people to make something work. It just takes some determined people to do it, right? And so when we put our feet down on the literally put our feet down and we start defending each other, if you go back and watch the video I just uploaded, the premiere, I keep saying in that video that it's important for white people to understand, just like they want us to have a space, they have a space, and it's not necessarily in our space. And I think that when we don't say anything and we don't allow for these conversations to happen, we're only doing a disservice to ourselves. And good morning, Tim. Good morning. Good morning. I know the notifications be late, but I think that as we move forward and we want to open up and have other ethnicities and types of people, we have got to do a better job of policing our atmosphere. Oh, Lord, she's saying policing. What I mean is taking care of our stuff, making sure our houses are clean and ain't no riffraff running up in there with a black mask on, talking about they're your sister, and then come find out they're a KKK member. Do you understand what I'm saying? There have been people, if Trees was on here, she would tell you there have been people in this sector who have lied and said they were Black. Cash App. And then lo and behold, it comes out that not only are they white, but they're on a whole racist website promoting white supremacy and how we should be taken out. But they're in our chat. So for me, yeah, it's going to always be a no-go. I love all people. I thank God for creating human beings because we're able to be here and we're able to enjoy conversations and celebrate one another. And we're able to laugh and, we get down. I think that we are a very spiritual, very happy, very, let me think of the word, grateful group of people. And I think that nobody celebrates like we do. So we draw people to us because I'm going to give y'all an example. When I go out just to the grocery store, right? I don't get it. I go to the grocery store, I'm dressed. Okay. I go to the bank, I'm dressed. I don't understand people that don't put on clothes. I don't understand people that go outside in their shorts and their t-shirt and they, you know what I'm saying, or their pajamas. Like, focus. When I was growing up, you had to get dressed. Everything you did called for clean clothes, pressed clothes, nice clothes. You are representing the family. So for me, the Black tea sector is a family, and we represent one another. And who we allow in here will be a representation of us if we're not careful to police and make sure these people are here with good intent. Because everybody can go. Everybody cannot sit with us because we're good people, right? And the more the Hey Boxing Scholar, the better of a person you are, the more they'll try to take advantage of your content, right? Try to take advantage of the way your channel moves. They'll be in your chat changing conversations around. They'll be in your chat trying to decide if hey babe, good morning. They'll be in your chat trying to reconfigure what it is that you're saying so that they can stay away from us. That's what I'm saying. Because if we're not giving you what you want, it's because you're not in the right place. We're talking about Black stuff. We're talking about Black news. We're talking about Black entertainers. We're talking about one another. We did not invite y'all to the cookout. If you got a wristband, stand to the left. Somebody will check it and you will go to the appropriate place. But whatever you do, don't come in here thinking you're going to talk your talk and walk your walk all over these Black people, because I'm not going to stand for it. I refuse. It's done too much all over the internet anyway. It's done too much outside with our children. It's done too much at school. We are overlooked. We are ran over. We are discussed. We are disregarded. It will not happen in a sector that probably got 3,000 people in it. We say no. That's what I'm saying. I say it's time for us, if we are believing in ourselves, which I know we do. I know we do. Good morning, Frida. We believe in ourselves. We believe in our community. We believe in the power that we have in us to make. And let me say this. I'm going to be all over the place for a minute. When I speak about power, I'm talking about your spiritual power. So if you're in a place in your life that you don't feel like you have power, I'm not coming down on that, y'all. I'm talking about your spiritual power. I'm talking about your ability to make things move because God has blessed you with power, right? So don't give your power away to people who are pretending to be subscribers and pretending to have good intent over here just because they hop into the chat. I know for a fact when I came back and my chat, my everything was going to be kind of different, I knew that it would be looked at a certain kind of way. So the first time when people decided they want to come for me, it was, she changed her channel because she wants a new start. No, that's not what it was. I changed the name and moved my channel to a new channel because I no longer wanted to be attached to the toxicity that channel had become. I had hundreds of videos, maybe 100 videos over there, but I recognized that came with some baggage that I did not want to deal with anymore. I had asked God for a fresh start. And I know enough to know that when you ask God for something fresh, you have to put away something old. So that is why I created a new channel and a backup channel. I am not hiding from anybody. If anything, I'm way out here in front of everybody else because I'm willing to take whatever is said and whatever is done. This is the truth. A lot of people are not going to want to admit this is the truth. A lot of people are not going to want to have these conversations because it makes people uncomfortable. How many times have we been someplace and we've been made uncomfortable because we're Black? How many times have we been someplace and we are not even acknowledged in a room because we're Black? How many times did you not get a job because you're Black? How many times did your kids get reprimanded because they're Black? Cut their hair at school because they're Black? They can't wear this because they're Black. They monopolize everything in this world because they have power and they are racist, and that provides them with the prejudice to do the things that they do. I, on the other hand, I am prejudiced for Black people. I believe that we should stick together. I believe that we should use the spiritual power. See, they have institutional power. Come on this morning. See how God will show up. They have institutional power. They have the power to take our lives and do whatever it is they want to do with it. That's where slavery comes from, huh? That's where prisoners come from. They still locking young men up for marijuana when marijuana is legal in 93 states. They still chasing our boys down and putting bullets in them for no reason whatsoever, but they pulled out a phone. I need for every cop in the United States of America to understand people carry phones. I need for you to shoot with your taser at the leg first, fool, before you go for the head with a bullet. It's a cell phone. See, these are the things that get me all riled up, and these are the reasons why I can say what I'm about to say. I need for white people to respect boundaries. I need for you to come in and enjoy the chat. If Black people are going at it, just go ahead and laugh and kiki about something else. But do not interject yourself, because the beef that you're watching will turn on you. When they find out that you're a busybody and you're talking too much, they will come for you. You have seen it over and over again. I'm trying to keep you safe, and I'm trying to keep our sector clean. We need to make sure we are moving in the place and the direction that this sector truly wants to go. And we have to have hard conversations like this. We appreciate your support if it is genuine and sincere. God bless you for your financial donations. But if you think you're going to be allowed to come in here and get in the middle of our stuff, if you think you're going to be allowed to come in here and jump back and forth and to and fro with your discussions about our people, disrespecting our Black men, disrespecting our Black queens, you are sadly mistaken. I need for you to get a wristband that says you are clear to enter. And you clear to enter because you know how to be quiet. You know how to shut up. You know how to just sit and enjoy. If you go to the movies, let's say it's Boys in the Hood, and it's 100 Black folks in the movie and one white girl, I find it hard to believe she gonna be in there enjoying the uncomfortable parts of the movie. We should make them feel like this is our space. If I'm not coming through like I should be coming through, do y'all get what I'm saying? If you come in here, you're welcome. But don't get too comfortable, because we need to see how you're moving, huh? We need to see how you're moving before we allow you to just be one of the gang. Everybody can't be one of the gang. Everybody can't go. We stomp each other out for less. We stomp each other out for less. We stomp each other out for saying one word out of 10 words that we don't like. We stomp each other out because somebody said that they saw this and they saw that, and we go at it. So why in the world will we allow anybody from anywhere else to come in and get into the mess? This is why they keep us distracted. If we ready to come on, Ruth, God didn't send the right people this morning. Do you hear me? And that's what it is, distraction. So I'm doing Nolan Wells one day. I had 2 Nolan Wells videos. I was doing one day, and a lady, she was like, "Oh yeah, you're probably a Democrat, and you're probably she was just naming all these things, and I'm like, don't none of that have to do with being Black? But I'm gonna tell you what you are. You are racist, bigoted, lying, misgendering, miscommunication, lying up under the back of somebody's truck trying to fix a carburetor. I don't know what it is y'all do, and y'all hear me say this all the time, and I don't know because I don't come to your house. So don't come over here to our house and try to manipulate and maneuver yourself into a situation that's going to end badly. You're just going to get your feelings hurt when they find out that you are blackfishing, or when you say the wrong thing. Now, I don't know which Melissa it was that was over there talking about she didn't like Black women or Black bitches or whatever the case may be. I only need to hear that one time. I'm not going to be running in behind nobody that's called me a Black bitch. I'm not going to be running in behind nobody that sits up on somebody else's panel and thinks that it's okay to discuss Black. Listen to me. You can't have a conversation with me about Black issues if you the problem. Let me have a conversation with my Black counterparts and see if we can come up with an answer and a discussion that you can be involved in. If I drop the link and I say open chat, everybody that has a problem with this come up, then that's allowing people, even Caucasian people, to come up and have a discussion. But if I say open chat, Big Daddy Conrad, Ruthless, I name people specifically, that means I'm not inviting you to be a part of the conversation. Y'all got to learn when to be quiet, when to have a seat, when to stop making yourselves be such a target for us. We not after y'all. Ain't nobody after y'all. We're not even paying y'all any attention. As a matter of fact, we're doing the opposite of that. We are trying to get answers. We are trying to understand what is going on in our own lives and in our own communities. And y'all are, just like Ruth said, distraction. Y'all are coming to make us look at this and look at here. Hey, look at the bird. Oh, look at the squirrel. No, we're not dogs. We are Black people with years and years and years of blood that runs through us that has taught us to defend yourself first. So don't go nowhere talking about I was over here and I was talking prejudice and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you how I was wired. I was taught to protect your people first. Make sure your people got what they need and are taken care of, because we live in a world that does not care for them. We live in a world that is not going to look out for our people. Come on. And I'm going to bring Nolan up again. How is it 200 people on an island, huh? And they leave one little Black boy behind? I just want us to not see these stories and be like, oh, there's another Shanquella. I don't care if it's 20 Shanquellas. It's wrong. It's wrong. And it's not a conversation that's up for debate. I'm not talking to white people about Nolan Wells, because I know me and my temperament. I know that I don't have the self-control that it takes when it comes to a very heated racial debate. So I know not to have conversations with white people about Nolan Wells, George Floyd. I don't have those conversations. I'll do a laugh about it, but I'm not going to let the two of us talk, because somewhere something will be said that's going to upset me. We don't know everything about y'all, so we don't interject. We mind our business. Y'all are welcome in our space, but try to mind your business. And know that if you do not, you will be called out for it. I'm tired of seeing these white people get called out for being disrespectful and hateful and bigots like Stormy Seas, and then all of a sudden you a victim. Oh my God, here comes Val. Oh Lord, I'm not gonna, do I have to do this today? Yes, you have to do it today, because I need for you to understand that you are in a space. This is tolerated over here in the bowling sector. They allow y'all to do y'all dance and y'all little ones and twos over here. Y'all flip y'all skirts and y'all hair. But I'm gonna tell you, when you come over here in our sector, that's not allowed. We want you to have a seat. We want you to watch carefully. We don't want you dancing, snapping your fingers. Don't make no quick moves. Put your cell phone on the table, because we don't trust you. We've had years and years and years of not knowing if we can trust you. So don't take our kindness for granted and come in here with your head up thinking you wanted a game. No, you're not. You are God's people, just like we are God's people, and we love you on that level, and we don't want to see nothing happen to you. But at the end of the day, we got to protect ourselves. We got to protect our children. We got to protect one another. And that might be new to y'all. Y'all might be sitting there saying, you know what? What Val is saying is straight crazy. I don't understand why she's going, because this is how I feel. When I was uploading the premiere, it struck a chord in me that last year I was after Phantom because of him and Jelly. But nothing new has changed with the white people interaction with the boxing sector. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. They can do what they want. Phantom being whoever lives over there, they can do what they want. My concern is allowing Caucasian people to come into our situations, our space, sit with us, drag people. I was in a chat one day. Somebody was dragging trees. White girl. I was like, oh, we're not going to do it, honey. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. That's a Black woman. I'm not going to sit here and let you say nothing about her. You don't know nothing about her. So shut up. They get uncomfortable. It just happened that day over there with I think it was Stormy, and I was talking about incoming. Just because y'all see us argue and fight, don't get comfortable and think you can drop down like a white knight on a horse and you can save somebody. We don't need your saving. Are you mad? Do you think we sitting over here with our issues thinking y'all gonna come in here with care packages and bologna and cheese sandwiches and fried apples and warm towels and electric blankets and cots, and y'all gonna lay us down and treat us with kindness and love and no, you know why? Because every time I think about that, I think about Hurricane Katrina, and how they needed places to lay down and be taken care of and be loved on and be treated like human beings, and how they suffered and how they were told help was coming. See, we're told help is coming and it never comes. And because of that, we have to help ourselves. We understand nobody is coming to save us. Jesus will return for us. In the meantime, we will protect ourselves. We don't have no choice. We don't have any other choice but to stand, well, even those of us that don't like each other. So when you're in the chat and you're like, they up there and they don't even like, it don't matter. Don't you worry about how we feel about each other. Don't you worry about yourself. Oh yeah, yes. Oh yes. Too much love bombing. Too much love bombing. Baby, 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 honey, 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 you're the best, best, best. Love, 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 love. Stop it. Stop it. Everybody loves kind words. I'm the type of person, I call you honey and baby and all of that. That's because I'm a black mama and I say it all day long. But when they over here, you can kind of peep them out because they make it their mission to be in the chat and to go on and on about how beautiful the content creator is, or how everybody should support and don't. I believe Black Lives Matter. Why ain't nobody else saying that? Why are you the only person talking about Black Lives Matter? It's 30 people in here. Ain't nobody else said nothing about it. You're making yourself known. And when I see that, that's the enemy. You understand? You making yourself the enemy. I don't look at white people and be like, oh, no, that's the enemy. Oh, I don't like that person. I watch your moves. I pay attention to your intention. I watch your behavior. I am very careful about who I allow around me in my real life. In my real life. I try to protect my grandchildren from things and people that they don't need to interact with, that give them negative outlooks on life, or say things that are negative, or parents, other children in the schools, parents who don't have a view like I do or my sons do. And so then the grandchildren run into situations where they're being called something black, or you too dark, or yada, yada. I prepare them for that. See, this is my thing too, Caucasia. Y'all don't have to prepare y'all kids for anything. All right, son, have a good day. Okay, call me next week. Oh, just shoot me an email. That's not our lives. That's not our lives. I stay up all night sometimes waiting on one of my boys to get home. When they all lived here, oh my goodness gracious. I have to equip them with, remember what to say to the police. Remember where to keep your hands. Don't make a sudden move. Put your cell phone on the roof. Don't, make sure you put your hands out so he can see both hands. Do whatever it is the nice police officer says. Officer friendly. Love the police, because we don't want you to come up missing, and we don't want nobody to say you've been killed. Y'all don't have them conversations with y'all kids because you don't need to. Oh, I'm on one today. I am on one today. Because I want it known that I love everybody, but there are things I stand for and I will not bow down to. And that's Black lives, that's Black people, that's Black children, that's blackity black, black, black. That's why my screen is black, because I need for people to understand this is me surrounded by what I need to be protected and taken care of. It's not for everybody. It's not something everybody's going to watch and be like, oh, that was good. But that's okay, because it's not that kind of show. Thank you, Auntie Mickey. Y'all please hit the like, And subscribe if you're not subscribed, because I am trying to get monetized and I'm short on watch hours. So check out the premiere video before this one as well, because that gives me watch hours too. It's just an old video from last year. They want to give advice, but when you go to their chat and simply tell them they spelled here wrong, now they're mad. Exactly. And Frida, this is my thing about Stormy. Stormy can't give me no advice. What Stormy know? What does Stormy know that can be good morning, Bridget? What does Stormy know that can be advantageous for me? What is Stormy gonna tell me? Don't climb a mountain without my boots. Make sure I feed my dog vegetables. Use a bearskin rug. Like, I don't think Stormy and I have anything in common. No shade, Stormy, but I just don't recognize that you and I have anything in common, and therefore I'm not fond of Stormy. Now, that also, she went over to Tree's chat one day and tried to clown me, so I had to clown her back. So when you, again, this is a person who was welcome into my chat, but when I told her to be quiet because she was out of place in what she was saying, she immediately went back to Trees to talk about me. Do you see what I'm saying about trying to wedge yourself in between two Black people? Because your desire is now they will fight over me. I ain't fighting over you. I'm not fighting over no white woman. Okay? If you think you don't came over here and you didn't start crying them tears, them white woman tears that get all over your nice white shirt and down to your penny loafers, that's not my problem. You need to be in a space where they're going to pet you on your head and give you a nice silk robe and sit you down where you should have been. Coming over here, you got to understand that you're going to be under some scrutiny from me, because I need to know what you are intending to do. Are you here for the content, or are you here because you got a live plan later and you need ammunition? I get emotion filled as I ride around my city and see Katrina after. I know it. I'll never forget him playing the banjo. Let me tell you something. They act like we don't have. They don't. They act like we don't have reasons to feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like Hurricane Katrina didn't happen. Like we're supposed to be over it, just like we should be over slavery, just like we should be over George Floyd. Why ain't y'all over that? Why ain't y'all over the young lady that got shot in her kitchen when she was just boiling hot water? We can't get over it because it still happens every single solitary day. And for you to think that it's something that we can just step over and move on, that shows me the type of person you are. Period. Nobody's ever said get over 9/11. Because it was everybody. All of us were touched. But when it comes to our particular situations, we should be able. What's the problem? Well, what's going on? You're going on. You're in the wrong space. You need to shut the hell up. You didn't show your wristband. You snuck in here, and now I got to read you. And I don't want to do it because I'm on another path. But at the end of the day, I feel like when we sit and we say, you know what, Frida, I know Tracy is white, but I'm going to let her go ahead and do her thing. And then we get further into the live and Tracy start talking about, woo, I sure can't stand locks. And I can't stand when Black girls have braids. And I know your hair be tight. Somebody got to go. You don't get to comment on us like that. You don't have the permission, nor have you put in the time and effort of being Black to have a conversation about us, how we look, what we do. You can sit in the chat. You can say, hey, you can say hi. You might be able to even give a nice little bit of information, maybe a historical point or something. But do not think you are welcome to come over here and wipe your white feet off on my brand new carpet. I'm not having it. And I mean that. And I think it's important that when we stand up for what is right, if this was alive and I was talking and going in on somebody and talking about what a terrible, she sure didn't she, Ruth? What a terrible person one of the other content creators was, everybody would be cool with that. And then we would go all day and be another live and we go back and forth. I don't need no back and forth with this. This is to people who live in the land of Caucasia. I love y'all. God bless y'all. And y'all, there are many of y'all that are good people. But the acceptance to be over here Make sure it is coming from the right place. Do not come over here under the idea that you're going to fake the funk. And do not come over here with white savior complex. Like we need you to get in our stuff for our stuff to be right. We don't need that. We go through all sorts of things every single solitary day without white people interjecting. We go through all sorts of things in our lives without white people interjecting. Stop trying to save us from one another because you think you know more. And basically, it ain't even that. Let me go back. It's not that they think they know more. It's that they want us to fight each other. Me and Cherie are cool. Me and Cherie get into a little argument. Here come Frida. Frida want to say how much she loves Cherie and how wrong I am. She start crying her white woman tears. I'm like, Frida, you can kick rocks because I don't take them tears over here. Frida go back. She tells Cherie, you know what? If Val is such a horrible person, yada, yada. Frida is trying to, this is all hypothetical. I mean, this is not real, but Frida is trying to create, I don't even want to say friction. The goal is to monopolize and maneuver two Black women into fighting because it's not only good content, but it's good for them to watch. And it's good for them to take over into another place and share. Oh, look. Hey, Cherie. Oh, look what they doing over there. They going in. They talking about one another. I knew it. Da. No, we're not allowing that, y'all. Come on. We're not allowing that. Good morning, Maria. These are people who literally, y'all, this video, they're probably going to ban it. These are people literally who have serial killers after serial killers everywhere, right? Cannibals, kidnappers, molesters, all these things, but they act like we the monsters. Not only do we have to deal with some of the same stuff y'all deal with, but we still have to deal with being put off and discarded because of the color of our skin. Just because God blessed us with dark, melanated, beautiful, shiny, golden, caramel skin, y'all got a problem with it. It's weird to me. But then at the same time, let us get up here in this chat and get a hold of somebody. We can put a bug in their ear and tell them that Val is racist. Val ain't racist. Val is real. Okay? I'm going to tell you what race is in. Hold on, because I pulled it up. I want to make sure we all on the same page this beautiful morning. I hope everybody had their breakfast. Okay. Let's see. First, we're going to do racist. Then we're going to go racist. I had that pulled up. Okay. A racist is a person who holds the belief that certain races are superior or inferior to others, or an action, policy, or system that treats people unfairly based on their race. Now, how in the world could I treat somebody unfairly based on their race when I don't have any power in the United States to keep you from doing anything or going anywhere? The most power I got in this chat right now is to tell you don't come over here popping it, acting like you Black. Don't do that. You are welcome, but don't come over here with that mentality because I won't support it. The people in my chat sure are not going to support it. And I don't mind having you as a subscriber and you know, none of that is a problem. It's the mouth. It's going and starting little fires around our sector so that we can fight one another. Thank you, Big Daddy Conrad. I got so many, y'all. This should have been a story time. Let me tell y'all something. There was a young man, and I'm gonna be kind in this story. Y'all probably know Jennifer Love Hewitt. Jennifer Love Hewitt was a white man. Many people thought he was a Black woman. The story was he was blackfishing when he first came to YouTube. I don't know that. I just know he was a very polarizing person in the sector with the way he monopolized his whiteness between content creators. So he and I were cool, but he didn't like Sunny from Don't Tell the People. So he got into it with her. And the very first thing he did was went over to Hear Her's channel and said how unfairly treated he was, right? by this black content creator. So she jumps up, she goes live. We're racist. Stop picking on him. We're bullies. He doesn't need it. Da 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 da. Again, it worked. They got into our sector. They got into our mess. They got into our minds, and they caused more and more dissension. We cannot allow this behavior, y'all. We can't. This is and this particular place that we are in right now, I feel like building and rebuilding, restructuring and renewing are all concepts that we are putting out here for everybody in the sector. It's not just me and Ruth and Aunt Mickey and Danny and Manifest and We the People, and it's not just those people. It literally is. We are getting such a huge amount of creators that are on the same wavelength of changing the sector and the content. So I want to make it clear that as we change, don't get it twisted and think you about to come over here and cry and say you've been mistreated from one black content creator to the other. That stops now. We're not allowing that no more. We can't allow that. Because what it does is, even when we're in a truce or we're trying to start new relationships, it sets us back so much. So much. And I feel like sometimes the best thing you can do, if I were white and I went into a white sector and it was full of white people, I would sit down and be quiet because I need to know what y'all talking about. I'm not from this land. I'm not from the world of Caucasia. So I need to sit down and find out what's going on, who they talking about, and then I need to sit the hell quiet. I'm never going to go anywhere where I'm outnumbered and be like, hey, you know what? Y'all suck. Yeah, white people suck. What you gonna do about it? And then think I'm gonna run to the black sector? They gonna get me. They gonna talk about me. They gonna drag me. They might even pretend to lynch me. I don't know. But what I do know is I stay where I am accepted and I behave accordingly. And even in my real life, when I go to people's homes or whatever the case, when I'm out doing things, I'm respectful. I don't get involved in stuff that don't involve me. I don't go over to two white women and Neiman Marcus and say, hey, y'all fighting over that jacket? Let her have it. Let them fight over the jacket. It don't bother me. It's not my business. I got my own stuff to ring up. We have to remind them that they have their own, yes, Auntie Mickey, they have their own business. Why is it so hard to say to white people, hey, I like you, but you probably ought to stand down on this topic. You probably shouldn't comment on this topic because I'm telling you, it's not going to be, they're not going to receive it well. Well, I'm going to go over to Phantoms and be racist. We'll take your ass over there. Go over there. Because here it's not allowed. And if Phantom is trying to come here, he needs to really open his eyes for real to this situation. Don't allow the sector to change and for us to go backwards because we're saying, oh, you know what? I ain't gonna be like Val. Val is talking all that stuff. She gonna lose subscribers. If I lose subscribers because I'm telling y'all to protect y'all black selves, love on black content creators and love one another, then it was not a subscriber to begin with. What I'm saying is people should not be welcome in our business all the time. They need to get somewhere and set the hell down. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just like your grandma used to tell you, kids should be seen and not heard. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about don't come over here without your wristband that says some other black person has told you it's okay to be over here. Don't come over here and think I'm going to let you down in my chat, belly doing your belly dancing and your yoga, and it's going to be okay. No, I'm going to call you out. Wasn't you over there at Phantoms talking trash? Wasn't you over there at Polo saying this? I'm the one. I will find you and I will let the people know you are racist. You are behaving like a racist all over YouTube until you get over here in our chat and soak up our information. No, racism is not welcome here. Period. Now, they might put me out from over here. Good morning, Judge Shady. They might put me out from over here for saying it. But guess what? I said it. I said it. It's the truth. And I said that, Tim. There's nothing we have that they don't want. Good morning, grandmother. There's nothing we have that they don't want. Oh, our lips are too big. Every time you turn around, they got this new lip pouting, make your lips big. This Kylie Jenner got rich off of making white women's lips big. Our asses are too big. They are losing their lives trying to get big asses. They want our curves. They want our hips. They want our lips. They want our dips. They want our everything. They want our potato chips. They want whatever it is that we have so that they can pretend to be as beautiful as we are. And I know some beautiful white women. Don't get it twisted. I know some gorgeous white women. But I also understand that when you are tired of looking at somebody who you wish you looked like, okay, because the melanin skin is beautiful. I do wish my skin was darker. I'm talking as a white woman. Black women do have beautiful skin. I want to tan my skin up. Tan your skin up. I want to make my lips bigger. Plump them up. I want a bigger booty. Do your thing. But just understand that none of that makes you black. And none of that gives you a right to speak on our black situations and talk about us like you know us and like you are one of us. That don't give you a pass because you done went and got all these things done. That it just doesn't. You might be married. I had a lady tell me one time, she said, I'm married to a black man. I said, congratulations. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Please hit the like. Thank you, Auntie Mickey. Don't misconstrue what I am saying. Marry who you want to marry. Have babies with who you, if I pull up my grandkids, you're going to be like, how in the world is she talking about white people? My baby was adopted from a white lady 6 years ago. So it's not me hating white folks. It's me wanting white people to stay in their place. Everything is not for you. Everything is not about you. Don't come over here trying to cause us to fight and spit and kick one another because your feelings are hurt. Take your white tears and your white feelings over there across the railroad tracks where they're going to pet you and rub you. Because over here, you just going to get called out and sent away. It's disrespectful to us as a people. If you really are grounded in being black, right? Or grounded in black family or grounded in wanting to be unified, then you understand what I'm saying. You're not in the chat or in the bushes saying, oh my God, I can't believe she said. You in the chat in the bushes and you saying what she's saying makes sense. And I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to stop running my mouth so much because I don't want to be ran out from over here. I'm going to stop running my mouth so much because I like Judge Shady and Val, and I don't want to see them fight, or I don't really know what's going on. This is our space, and I don't know if we reclaiming it, claiming it. I don't know what we're doing to it, but I know that as long as we are as long as the title is the Black Tea Sector, I need for anybody who's not black to take heed that there will be conversations over here that you cannot partake in. There will be situations over here where nobody wants to hear what you have to say. There will be content creators doing content about racism, about the terrible things that have happened to us over the last 10 years. Need I say any names? Need I say any situations? Do we all understand what I'm talking about? Can we sit down at the round table that we built out of wood, that we the tree that we grew and we cut down? Can we do that? Can we sit at our own table and have a conversation without y'all coming around and trying to get all up in the mix? Y'all can come and stand around in the meeting, but you're not invited to be in the meeting. You can't make us accept whatever it is you're trying to push on us. We're intelligent. We're intellectual. You can't outsmart us. And the whole blackfishing thing is about trying to be smarter than us. Somebody's always going to figure out that you up to no good, that you're not who you say you are. So why would you even put yourself in that position? So as much as this is a live chat about me talking to y'all, because I wanted y'all to know I'm doing some uploads, videos that came from my old channel that I had downloaded. I'm going to upload them as premieres for the, for a while. And I want y'all to watch them. Give me some watch hours, please. Because they're from last year, some of them y'all going to be like, what is going on? Because it's old stuff. but a lot of them are just encouraging. However, the one I just downloaded about racism, I go in on Phantom because Phantom and Jelly were doing their thing last year. I said at the beginning of this video, I said I started not to upload that video, but then it dropped in my spirit. Nothing has changed over there. Like, what? I like Phantom, but what's changed? I mean, they still getting up there. They still running their mouth. They still popping out. They still think they're better than us. They still think they can talk to us any kind of way. They still think that they know us when they don't know us. They still think that they know the climate of our situations that involve our race, because they've watched something on the news or they read it in a blog, and now they think they got all the information to jump over here. You don't have the information. You don't have, I'm trying to help. I don't care what you read. You don't have enough information to jump in this chat and start telling Black people how to treat Black people. You don't have enough information to jump in this chat and start telling Black mothers how they could be better Black mothers, or how they shouldn't let their sons grow their hair long, or how it agitates me. It agitates me because there's so much more you could be doing in your own life, because you all have problems over there too. So go work on your problems, and we're going to work on our stuff. And then maybe one day, like Martin Luther King Jr. said, we can all join together and be free at last. But as it stands right now, some of y'all don't know y'all place. Some of y'all think that because y'all welcomed into these channels, and because I sure can. Is that your email, Auntie Mickey? Or put it in the chat. I will. But because we are in these places and these spaces that we enjoy one another, and I think sometimes we don't even pay attention to the things and the people around us. I think that we're having such a good time most of the time, and this is Black people's lives. We don't really care. If I was watching this thing, what would you do? And it was a little Black girl lost, and it was a little white girl lost. And the little Black girl, she was just as cute as she could be. She sat on the park bench. People walked by this girl. She was 4. They walked by her maybe 14, 13. All these people kept walking past her. They never asked her anything. Little white girl's on the bench. It's getting dark. Everybody's stopping. Baby, can I help you? Where are your parents? Do you need to use the phone? Do you need to know your mama's phone? Even an older Black lady tells all the people, I'm waiting on my husband to pick me up. I'm going to sit right here with her until the police show up. A grandma, a big mama. Because that's what we do. See, one thing about us, even though we've been through a lot, oppressed, depressed, repressed, it's still in us to feed your kids, to make sure your kids are warm and safe. See, one thing you don't have to worry about, if Nolan was with me, I said this before, if Nolan was a white boy and he was with me, Nolan would have got home an hour early. He'd have had a new outfit. He'd have had his hair cut. He'd have had something to eat in a box and something to eat in his belly. He'd have had so many good stories to tell his mom and dad about how that Black family took him out, and he had a wonderful day. Why? Because that's how we treat other people. I'd never left somebody's child on an island. I mean, let's just keep it real. There are some things that when it really comes to it, it's just common sense. It's common sense. We were taught to nurture and to love and to protect and to be vigilant. I don't know what y'all were taught, but it's the opposite of taking care of us and watching out for us. And that's okay, because we're going to do it for ourselves. Because we recognize that the way this world is going, y'all not trying to unify with us. Y'all not trying. This whole time, ever since this presidency, it's been a split country, completely down the middle. And everybody says they want the same thing, but nobody is moving towards anything. It's all talk. If you want to save children, can you pick the children you save, or can you just go inside the school and get them all? So if your mentality is, I would get all the children out if they were in danger, no matter what their color is, then you're welcome to be in my chat. Just don't say nothing about color. Know your space. Read the room. It might be some people in the chat that are like, oh, you know what? Hey, girl, what you saying is right. Black people do be tripping. Black women do wear a lot of hair. Black men, it might be one, but she's setting you up for the hokey doke because we don't do that. Okay, good morning, baby. We don't do that. If you come into the space and your mindset is, you know what? I believe that I'm going to sit here and try to find out as much about Black people as I possibly can. Because when it comes down to it, I don't know nothing about Black people. I'm on the internet. They have good conversation. I enjoy the music. They roast, they gag. But that's really all I know. I didn't grow up with one. I didn't have one as a nursemaid. New to Black folks. And then you come in and you sit down and you put your hand over your mouth and you don't say nothing but hello and you learn. But when you come in and you start telling Judge Shady Court that Val says something about her about you because you want Judge Shady Court to take up arms and wipe your white tears, I'm telling you right now, I'm coming for you because it makes no sense to try and get us to fight against one another. One thing about Black people, and this is the truth, if we recognize a common enemy in our community, we will get together on that ass. That's real. If we see a common enemy after our children, after our homes, after the things that we believe in, we will get in that ass. It is all up to us to determine what we allow, what we don't allow, what we'll put up with, what we want to share. It's up to us. And everybody, I'm going to keep saying this, everybody is welcome. We welcome everybody into our sector. You want to talk trash, make sure you have cleared it with somebody and got you a wristband because nobody wants to hear what you got to say about Black folks. Nobody. You can't, literally, Stormy couldn't tell me nothing. I don't care if she said she saw a Black woman at the grocery store. I'd be like, I doubt it. I don't trust you, and I don't believe nothing you say. Now, that's just her. But if you are a white person who is just wanting to engage with other people and you do enjoy the content, I don't have a problem with that. I'm not saying run away white folks. I'm saying please don't come over here and try to cause problems between content creators and subscribers and creators. Don't try to throw your rocks and hide your hands. Don't try to put a Black face on your avatar and be a 70-year-old white woman. Don't come over here and try and throw people's names up in the chat to try and get me to turn my whole conversation around. I'm focused. And the focus this morning is mind your white business. Put your hand on your white mouth because the best thing for you to do is stay considerate of the fact that we are Black and that we love one another and we're going to get down when we get down and we're going to be right when we be right. Oh, that don't make sense. Val, that don't make sense. So basically you saying that we can fight each other, but lead them out of it. That's damn sure what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you on the playground out after school and you fighting Roger and you and Roger is fighting real good and a little white boy run up and he said, hey, let me get some of that. You and Roger going to turn around and whoop his ass. You can't tell me what Black folks will do because I know I'm Black. We're not going to allow it anymore. It's over. We're not going to allow it anymore. All of the let me go back because I know some of y'all just coming in. So I made this video because I am premiering a lot of my old videos. And this particular video this morning I premiered was about racism. And I talk about Phantom and Jelly. And I call her mayonnaise. I talk about them and I am attacking what happened last summer with Phantom and her. And so I put in the comments, tell Phantom this was a year ago. But then it struck me, nothing much has changed. And why don't I go ahead and let y'all know I still feel the same way I felt last year. I met Phantom. He's cool, but I still feel the same way. Keep your white mouth over there where it's appreciated. Because over here, these are queens trying to figure out their content so they can move forward and create something big and beautiful on behalf of their families. That's what's going on over here. No matter what you think of what it looked like. And I know when y'all come over here and y'all sit and y'all like, you know what? I feel like I should say this. And so you go ahead and you say it. And don't nobody recognize it or pay no attention. So you say it again, or you said it and somebody is going to catch that you are a white person trying to get in black people's business, and they are going to come after you. And I'm talking about verbally. You'll get called out on behalf of that. So I'm just saying, don't do that. Just have a good time. Just sit, just chill. Just let it be. No, Stormy ain't been over here, sis. No, I ran into her at Phantoms, I think over the weekend, but she has not been over here. No, we don't. Me and Stormy don't get down at all. She's another one that's just, these people, y'all, it's so funny because when you think about all the things that they've had and they've done that we wasn't invited to, y'all do all kind of crazy stuff. We don't care. Do y'all? But the first time we opened up a barbecue joint or a hotel or a liquor store or a shoe department, here they come. And they want to buy all of the things, all of the stuff that can make you look like a sister, right? Right? I mean, I'm just asking. Because I go back to what I said about the grocery store. I don't leave the house without getting fully dressed. Just like I'm going to church. My sons laugh. They said, Mama, people be staring at you like, where is she going? I'm going out. I was told when you get dressed, you represent your family. That's how I feel about the Black tea sector. We represent one another. Every content creator in this sector represents this sector. This sector is Black tea. Black tea is us. Therefore, if you want to be involved, come on in and have a seat. Just don't get so involved that you become content. Don't get so involved that all of a sudden everybody is looking at you and talking about you. Just mind your business. Say hi. Say what's up. Say what's going on. Say whatever you can say within the limits of not disrespecting or becoming racist towards a black person. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you stand on it? Because we're going to stand on it. And I really believe that the reason why it's so interesting for y'all to come into our space is because we are so colorful, right? And we do interact with each other and with the big movements. And I know I have a loud voice, and when my avatar is down, I use my hands to talk. And I know there are other content creators that are very, emotional. And what I'm saying? We put on a show for y'all. See, y'all forgive me for this term, but the mayonnaise of it all, y'all look at us like, oh, it's showtime. See, we look at y'all like we gonna mind our business. We not trying to infiltrate. We don't want to know, and we ain't coming. And so when y'all come over here, again, arms wide open. Come in, my friend. Come in, my friend from Caucasia. Have a seat. Do you want some water? Oh, you're watching that? Be quiet. Don't say anything about that lady. You don't know that lady. You don't know nothing about black women and what they've been through and their hair issues. You don't know nothing about a black woman having to walk home and getting berated by white men in trucks. You don't know about the things that we go through. You don't. So the best thing to do if you want to know is have a seat. That's it. It's not that hard. They tell kindergartners on first day, have a seat. So it's not a hard concept. I'm not telling you to do backflips or, give me any amount of money. I'm saying that when you are in this space, respect this space as our space. Oh, Val, you can't tell nobody to respect this space. This is YouTube. They can come over here if they want. They can do whatever they want to do. And y'all can let them do whatever they want to do. But over here, just like the sign say on my door, as for me and my house, I will not be paying any attention to folks that got white savior complex, that think they got to save us from themselves. Oh, look, Evangelist Val is really going through, and so-and-so says so-and-so. Let me jump in and no, mind your business. White women with their white tears. Oh, they're talking about me over there, Phantom. They're talking about me. I just don't understand it. Every time I turn around, a black woman is talking. Stay out of black women's business. Stay out of it. All you got to do is sit down. Look, here go see right here. Here go see right here. Come on up here. Tracy got you. And sit down. Because we're not going to attack you. We don't have any reason to come after you. If you just want to see the content, ain't nobody coming after you. But if you think you fooling somebody, you pretending to be a man when you a woman, you pretending to be black when you white, you pretending to be from Ethiopia and you from Japan, I don't know, whatever it is y'all do. You're pretending so that you can get up in our chats and get up on. And then the weird thing about it is, let me tell y'all something. They want to be your mods. Yep, that's right. I'm going to leave that right there. They want to be your mods. They want to know your business. You got to infiltrate. You got to tell these people, oh, wait, hold on a minute. You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. Maybe you should go back to study zone, okay, before you come to the war zone. Because if I'm over here reading back and forth with somebody, the last thing I want to do is look in the chat and see Manila Recipe yelling and screaming to me to get her. You can't tell me to get her. So now I didn't change my whole content because now I'm on Vanilla Recipe. This is a time in our lives where we got to buckle down and we have to do exactly what it is that is called for us to do. We don't have a choice. And we have to stop, just like Matt said, we have to stop treating one another the way we do because money is involved. And because, let me tell you, look, I'm not monetized, but everybody keeps telling me to get monetized. And anything, just like my Cash App is down there, anything anybody wants to give me is a blessing from God. Anything. But I'm not in this for money. I'm not in this for money. I'm in this because I love my Black folks. I'm in this because I believe that this is where God wants me to be. I'm in this because I think that we are at a crossroad right now in this world where we are allowing things and people, okay, now I'm going to get a little spiritual with y'all, to infiltrate our spiritual walk. We got to pay more attention to who we allowing up in our spiritual, our spiritual surfaces. You don't want just anybody around your spirit. You don't want that. Because you take that home or you turn it off and it's, y'all, let me tell you something. We got to save one another. Yes, Tracy. Separate the weed from the tare. It's good crop and it's bad crop. Yep. Handed somebody the keys to your house. A lot of Black CCs kiss their ass so they think they have. Well, over here, Nessa, you already know. Hey, Dayla, I miss you. We not dragging. We just explaining to white people why they white and we not and what they should do about it. I just wanted to be, there's always the idea that you'll say something, but you won't say it in all the time or I stand on this thing. I stand on this. It's a must. Because if we show that we are weak and we don't want to do what it takes for all of us to be one and all of us to stand up for one another, y'all know already what's going to happen. You already know. You already know. And for anybody from Caucasia that's watching this, listen, I don't have a problem with you as an individual. I have a problem with people who think that they can come over here and pretend to be us and pretend to know us and pretend to act like us. It's disrespectful. It's almost dehumanizing because what you're saying is we're cookie cutter, that you can take our form, that you can be whoever it is that we expect in order to do what it is that you need to do. You can't come over here and do whatever you want to do. You can't come over here and talk however you want to talk. You can't. And if you want to do it on a channel, go make you a channel. Or go to those channels where they welcome you, okay, up on their panel to talk crazy to Black women, to laugh about it, to disrespect Black women, to say that we ain't nothing, to say that we're aggressive, to say that we always up to something, to say that it's always going to be. Anybody that allows you to get up on their panel and disrespect their own people doesn't have the self-esteem it takes to love themselves, let alone their own people. They don't understand why it's important to stand in a place where they are protective of us. So therefore, they allow you to come in and they allow you to say whatever you want to say. And y'all sound crazy. The stuff y'all it sounds maddening. It shows ignorance. But instead of a friend of yours saying, girl, be quiet, that don't sound right. Here y'all come with your white pom-poms. Hell no, we won't go. And you out of place, and you loud, and you wrong. So from here to ever, I say that we just make the stand that everybody is invited to the Black tea sector. But if you coming over here and you think you're going to cry tears, okay, to fill up buckets with holes in it, if you think you coming over here and we going to give a damn about some stuff you started over there, don't go over there and pick a fight with the folks in the boxing sector and think a Black woman is going to save you. You got the wrong child. Let me tell you something. Don't waste your energy. That's your fight. That's your stuff. Don't come over here trying to get us and our women involved. We have missions. We are doing things. We are engaging. We are working. We are building legacy and trying to create new ways for our children to make money. And you know, we're trying to love ourselves the way we need to be loved without interference of what anybody else thinks about us, and without any interference of anybody telling us the wrong things we did in history or any other time. We don't need a reminder of what happened no time in history, because I'm telling you, we were there. The same blood running through our veins. That's why so many of us can feel the walk and talk of the ancestors, because we were there. I'm never going to give it up. My grandmother and my grandfather were beaten and abused. Both of them went to college, in the 50s, and they were attacked and they were beaten and abused by white people. Oh, that was a long time ago? Okay. Well, let's talk about Nolan. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The other little boy they said got left out there. George Floyd, y'all know my names, but y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. Were these people like, what is your excuse for? You don't have no excuse, because you don't know us. You don't know us. You don't know our business. You don't know where we come from. I saw a girl one day in a chat say, who is Emmett Till? Are you mad? Have you lost it? This is why I can respect people who try to come and try to take things out of our culture. Get over there with whatever your culture is and do your culture thing. Everybody can't be us. Being Black is a privilege. Being Black is a privilege. Do you know how much character we have? Do you know how much God has put in us? Survivor mode, the ability to be a conqueror and stand on all 2 feet and carry my sisters on my back if they get tired. Can you imagine what it's like to look in the mirror and see that brown melanated skin glowing, and all my hair, whether it's mine or I bought it, it belongs to me, and not have to hear nobody call me out my name? Hey girl, hey Black girl, hey Blackie, hey spitter, hey oil, a slit, whatever it is you white folks used to say, some of y'all still say it. So no, this is a new time. We're Black women who stand in mirrors and love on ourselves. We love the shape of our body. We love the curves. We love our hair. We love our lips. We love everything about us. And we're pouring that into our Black children so they can love themselves and know that there's nothing you got on them, and you cannot come in their spaces and infiltrate because of your white history when you was doing white things with white hoods and Black crosses. Oh yeah, I'm on it today, y'all. I'm on it. I am on it. We have got to stop. We have got to stop it, because there's no way in the world I'm going to let, and I'm sitting there watching on my porch and I see somebody coming towards Rose T's house with a cross. You think I'm not about to get involved? They going toward my sister's house. I don't care if we ain't spoken months. That's her house. It's my job to defend her. It ain't my job to worry about nothing else. All I know is y'all white folks coming to do Black harm. That's what's important. So again, do you have a good time over here? But I would be very quiet if I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. And I would not be going from chat to chat trying to create mess amongst these content creators. They tired of it. They tired of the struggle. They tired of the fight. They tired of the beef. And when they see, like I see, that you all are enjoying it ad nauseum, that you all are enjoying it, eating it up, can't get enough of it, then they'll recognize that it's the equivalent of us shucking and jiving and dancing around for y'all so that y'all have something to talk about. We have talent, and our talent will not be wasted, and it will not be utilized for your good. So you can take it to another platform and talk about how terrible we are. Oh, look at them acting like monkeys. Oh, they can't get along. Oh, shout, all the nastiness that they say. And I'm going to say this too. Y'all need to stop with the racism was this time and that time. If you think ain't nobody racist right now, if you think ain't nobody racist right now, you think you ain't came across somebody who, yeah, if you think you ain't came across somebody who ain't wished something over you because you was black, we are not easily accepted into society, you all. And it's okay. This is not new to us. But we have to watch who we are and who we are accepting into our community. We have to. Because we don't want to let somebody in that's harming our people. If it's a gated community, I don't want to buzz nobody in that's going to hurt Frida or Aunt Mickey. I want to stand vigilant. Hey, what you doing? Y'all can't come in here with them hoods on. What y'all think this is? Do you see what I'm saying? Defending, taking care of, watching over, it's in us. And we become so used to the fighting and the beefing and the disrespecting one another that we don't even realize that the monster of racism is trying to knock on the door. Oh, we're going to get over there in the black tea sector. Oh, we're going to get over there and we're going to get this and we're going to get over there and we're going to do. They're trying to come over here because they think if they on the back of Phantom or whoever else, they're going to have an easy ride. You better pay for that ticket and make it a round trip, baby, because getting over here and being allowed to stay in this space ain't going to be easy. Especially when you coming from being so nasty and messy from another space. And Stormy wants to act like one minute she Hispanic, then she Jewish, then she's part Falcon and part German Shepherd and Indian and Taiwanese. I don't know what she is, but I've heard many things from Stormy. But none of those things makes her black. None of them. And that's why I have such a problem with her, because she's always somewhere running her mouth about us and our issues. Like the other day when she was at Phantoms. Oh, talking about black kids, that's not allowed. Talking about children shouldn't be allowed. Go over there and have a seat. Ain't nobody invited you. Talking about what children? What are you even talking about? You sit over there and talk about our children. Do you think we stupid? Do you think we don't know that you utilize our color as a way for you to gain subscribers? You get up there and talk about us like dogs, and the people that come to your chat are other white people that don't like us. So they come into your chat to hear you chatter about something you think is going on because you've been allowed in the black tea sector. I don't know who gave you your permission to be over here, Stormy Seas, but I hope they have let you go. Because you are a casualty. You are a mess when it comes to us. And you're not the only one. Y'all need to mind y'all business. Y'all need to be quiet. Y'all need to accept the fact that, yes, we're allowed to have our own spaces. Yes, we're allowed to do our own thing. Yes, we're allowed to be friends amongst one another without you popping in and out with whatever it is you think you can add to the conversation, which is usually nothing. I'm going to keep it above. I don't feel like you're bringing much to the conversation. I feel like it's a whole bunch of you trying to get to know more about us. And still, again, racism. They're going to link, I think that's Cleo. So, yeah, it'll be people, y'all, that's going to have a problem with this whole video. But y'all know what? I'm going to leave it because it's real. It is what it is. It's the truth. We cannot do anything. Absolutely anything, as long as we keep allowing. Good morning. You muted. Tremaine, I can't hear you.
I'm driving. I'm on my way to work. Can you
Oh,
hear
okay.
me?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
hear
I'm
you.
in a bad area.
I
Girl,
hear
you were speaking a word today because, I get it. I definitely get it. A lot. We have our own space, and a lot of people don't, especially white people, they don't like that. They want to come over, they want to infiltrate, they want to do things. However, it's a nuance in every situation. I've talked about this on our show. People forget it's a lot of progressive going on. Like I said, my grandma raised white kids and had to call them sir and ma'am. Okay. So I know exactly what's going on and how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? And when because we are so friendly and we love everybody and our struggle don't stop our perseverance.
you.
They feel like they
Exactly.
can come and take over, and that's not okay. And I've
Yep.
always made it a point. And mind you, I was the only nigga that got up on Phantom Panel after he allowed Devin to call him a nigga. I was the only motherfucker that got up
Oh,
there and he
she
tried to
called him a
explain this shit away.
she called him
Devin.
a what?
She called him a nigga.
Girl, when
And
was that?
he tried. This was some months ago. This was around Christmas. Shit, this was right last year. That's why. And the only reason why he don't mess with Jelly no more is because she was over there fucking with his channel. So Phantom ain't 100. He a man,
Ah,
and I take him for what he is because I mean that ain't, you know what I'm saying. But in the
right,
same instance, he's one of those individualized persons that it don't affect him until something happened
right,
to him. So,
right,
like I said, yeah, I get it. A lot of people, and that's every race. We are the standard, okay? We
right.
are. If you
Hey,
notice, and I'm gonna ramble for a minute. If you notice on
go
TikTok,
ahead, girl.
them black kids don't do those TikTok dances no more because them white kids was getting brand deals, $1 million deals. You get what I'm saying? If you notice, them black creators, they don't dance no more. They don't make up dance, and they was trying to make them even more complex. Them white motherfuckers was over there stealing their shit, getting brand deals. Okay, where we wasn't getting shit and we created the shit. So, like I said, if you don't see them dances and shit no more. That's what we have to do. We have to set boundaries. You can come over here, but don't get too comfortable. Okay? Cause you know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's a difference. It's white folks and it's people who happen to be white. The people who happen to be white know what's up. You don't have to tell them a thing. Okay? White folks, they have a whole entitlement about themselves. And they feel like they own and they can come in and stomp your shit out and steal it. Cause that's what they
Come
do.
on now. Say it
And
again,
that's what
girl.
they do. Honey, this country and we falling apart at the seams. The Navy ain't got they ain't even got no pass for them women on them ships because Trump run this country like his business on top of him being a sycophant racist. Come on now. So that's what I'm just saying. And that's all I wanted to get out because I can't type. But yeah, I get it, Auntie Val, and I'm with you all the way.
Man, I'm so glad you
Get them
came
out of
up.
here. Yes, I
Yes.
want to tell
No.
you because I'm a progressive. I date outside, but I date people who you get a feeling off of a motherfucker, if you know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
what I
You get
said.
a feeling off of
Exactly.
them. So
Yep.
therefore, I get it. And
Yep.
I'm like that too. I love you. I like you. I love you till I don't.
That's
And
right.
you do that, and that's what I'm saying. I ain't never felt like Phantom was 100 when it come to this shit, because like I say, he ain't no different than that other motherfucker, Sobers.
Right.
He not racist. He just allow that shit to come up there, and if he don't say nothing, because he not black. Phantom,
Right.
you black. You black. You black. Okay? It don't matter. You black. You have to
She
stand
said,
up for something.
she said,
Shit.
Phantom, you black.
And he try to act like this nigga, this Mexican man is more he allow more shit over there. No, nigga, you black and you allowed that stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
And that ain't even including the womanizer shit he do that we done got. Let me get
Yeah.
down before I
Yeah.
talk too much. Thank you, Val,
No,
for letting
no,
me come up
no,
here
but
and rant.
you telling the truth though, because
And
but
that's what I'm just saying.
that plays into what you're about to say about the womanizer. That plays into the
Yes,
control, right? Because
yes,
the
yes.
control is better had over them than us. So
And if
that's
you
why.
notice, how do he talk to us? But when he talk to the white girl, he might treat the white girl like trash. However, he holds her up to a higher standard than us.
Yeah,
He called us, and this is when we used to fuck with Demon Seed. He called us those women over there. So y'all better wake up. Yeah, you can have your fucking preference, but you're not gonna disrespect us to make them feel better. And I'm out
exactly.
of here, Val.
Bye,
Thank you
baby.
so
I
much for
love
having me.
you.
We'll
Be
be
safe.
back. We'll be
Okay.
back, y'all.
Be safe.
All right. You
Bye-bye.
too.
Child, Tremaine was right. Okay. Tremaine was saying exactly what I'm talking about. They get welcomed into them other spaces with the men, and then they jump over here, and they think they black girls. Leave Phantom where he's at. I don't expect anything. Yeah, I just listening to what she just said about the girl. I didn't know the girl called him the nigga, and he still let her come back. Like, what is that about? That's some self-hatred type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we? So what are TikTok, Instagram? You know what? There is actually, I don't know if y'all know this. There are videos on here where black girls are saying that black men, they can't stand black men, and how black men should be what's it called? When you can't have babies. Yeah. And I came across one day and I was watching it, and they were serious. They were done with black men, honey. They said black men had hurt them. Black men had disrespected them. They went on and on and on. And I was sitting there, I was like, now look at this. They want to erase a whole entire race because of black men acting up with other races. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry. But yeah, so it's sterilized. That's what they were saying on the video. And I was like, what? Not sterilized. But hey, you know what I'm saying? People go off for what they have dealt with in their lives. I've been checking, gathering, and dragging his ass. You know what? I need somebody to drop your link in the chat. I cannot find your channel, Illy. I can't find your channel. But yeah, so I think that we have had a pretty good conversation. I think that it's not going to be well received by everybody, but neither was Jesus. The best way for us as a sector to move forward in the light of we are doing better with one another, and we leaving the past behind. Beckisha is acting now. He went to the white side. What? Who is Beckisha? But yeah, so y'all forgot what I was saying. But anyway, we got what it is. Thank you, Dayla. That's Illy's. This is her. I'm gonna highlight it. This is Illy's channel. If y'all want to subscribe and subscribe to this channel, y'all. I'm trying to get my watch hours. Please watch all my premieres. They're gonna be coming up over the next few days. Some of them are from last year or the year before, so they're gonna seem like you're gonna be like, what? What's going on? Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. I'm just trying to get my watch hours. So I'm giving y'all some videos to watch. But yeah, I'm gonna stand firm on this. I'm not playing. People are selective about racism. They call out, yep, yes, and you are so right. You are so right, honey. Yes, they do. They will. And look, this is a crazy thing. I'm Mickey. You gotta take a nap. I see, Mickey. Is this show? You didn't give me your email. At Auntie Mickey 1962. I don't know. Is that your email, girl? You know I'll be lost. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep y'all no more. We've been on here 2 hours, which is a long time. I said I was gonna do a morning chat. Maybe we should morning chat every morning. Every morning we should chat. But I think that as long as I've seen videos where the white girl tells a black dude that whites are date down with black people. Black should be grateful. I think some black people do feel they're achieved. I think so too, Nessa. I think so too. I think because a lot of the time when we were being raised, we saw that we didn't compare them to us, but we saw that they were treated differently than us. And I think it might have got into some of the men's minds that to be with one, right? Or is not necessarily dating up, but it's almost like graduating or succeeding at something. But the actuality is, and I'm sure this is it, maybe he's like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they really in love, but it comes across a certain kind of way. And sometimes in interracial relationships, you have to still be mindful, of what you say and do, just because you don't want to say and do the wrong thing. So it always comes back to respect. It really does. It always comes back. Heck, simply, it always comes back to respect, y'all. And we gonna be Rosie, we gonna be pushing our agenda. What is our agenda? To keep the Black tea sector nice and Black. Now, to be welcoming, to be kind. This is what we do. But to also be aware that around us, close to us, near us, there are people who are not for us, and they are trying to be in our space. Because it's like this: when my boys go out, they know the racism is out there, right? But that doesn't stop them from having Caucasian friends. So with Nolan Wells' situation, all those boys were like, "Oh, I was with him last, and we left him, and da da da. These are supposed to be his friends." And so I talked to my boys, and I'm like, you have to be mindful of who is actually a friend, somebody that cares about you, cares about your well-being, knows your parents, wants to make sure you get home safely. I don't care if you're 9 or 69. I just want you to know that there are people out there in this world who are not concerned with whether you make it home, baby. They're not concerned with whether we ever see you again. They're not concerned with all the people that will feel bad if you don't make it, So I think that concentrating, if we keep our concentration on what we can do as a people, right, to protect our sector, and make sure we are giving the content that is uplifting Black women, uplifting Black mothers, young people, whatever it is your content is protected, and you don't have to worry about all of the stuff that comes along with the beefing and the arguing over in other sectors, if we are moving forward. Yeah, so I'm not gonna stay on here too long, y'all. But I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we might have to do morning chat, because I got to get them watch hours. So we might see about that. But I love all of y'all. Thank you to my beautiful mods that showed up. And I appreciate y'all. I know some of y'all work and y'all still here. So God bless y'all. Hey, anything y'all come up with next time we get together, y'all, we need to and this is what Kai and Manifest were saying, we have to start really coming up with some ideas on what we're going to do as far as moving forward and being diligent and producing good content. Producing good content. So God bless y'all. Everybody have a good day. Stay encouraged. Don't let nobody get up under your skin. Okay. God is blessing us. I'll see y'all soon. Auntie Mickey, I think this is your email, so I'm going to get it. I love y'all. Take care.